Hello and welcome to another installation of Motivating Moments. I am your motivator for the week. My name is Pastor Gary Bush. I'm the senior pastor of the Abundant Love Church here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And we come to you every week on Monday here to encourage you for your work week as you walk with the Lord. Here in the month of February, we have adopted this theme, self-examination. And we found that theme in the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter number 13, verse number 5, the A part. And it says, examine yourselves, whether you be in the faith, prove your own selves. And so from that particular verse, we have derived that Paul has told us to do a self-examination. And we on last week talked about 3 things that it takes to be a genuine Christian, and you certainly have to make sure that these virtues are present and active in your life. And the way we derive those, I was talking with my sister, I was talking with Gadget, and so we asked the question in reverse. What things can you not be a Christian if you don't have the presence of them? Number 1 is faith. You can't be a Christian without faith because you can't please God without faith. Number 2, you can't be a Christian without love. You have to have love to be a Christian. And of course, you can't be a Christian without the Spirit of God. If any have not the Spirit of Christ, he's none of his. So those are 3 essential virtues that you must have to be a Christian. And I want to talk a little bit today about faith. Faith comes by hearing. Hearing comes by the Word of God. Hebrews 11:6 says, without faith, it's impossible to please God. So faith is absolutely necessary. How do you get faith? 3 primary ways. You study the Word of God. It is slow, it's methodical, so that you get total understanding of the Word. Number 2, you have to read it. And when I say read it, I mean for devotional reading, so that you are familiar with the passages, familiar with the information, so that when the preacher is preaching on Sunday morning, you're not left in the dark, not knowing what he's talking about. And then last, there is the preached Word of God. How can they hear without a preacher? How can he preach except to be sent? So your faith is built as you study the Word of God, as you read the Word of God devotionally. That's every day. Give us, Lord, this day our daily bread. And then as you have regular attendance to the Word of God, and that'll help you to build the faith you need. And with that faith, you can confirm that you are a true follower and disciple of Christ. As always, I'm Pastor Gary Bush. Have a wonderful week. Build your faith. I'll see you next week.